And we're live. What's up? All right. What do we have here today? Today, I wanted to get on the basketball court and show you guys a few things. The quote of the day is organize your efforts. So again, that's what I try to do is I try to organize my efforts as well, so that you can do anything that you want to. But to be able to do anything that you want to, you have to do it in a very organized fashion so that you have a chance to do it. You can't just do whatever you want, whenever you feel like it, because then you are basically just praying to make it. All right. So try to organize yourself, try to do this. And I'll talk to you guys about Dylan's efforts again in a second. But again, I wanted to start off with out of all the things that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to just get to something really, really quickly. And let's go with, I want to go with Swoop Layup Chase. All right, Swoop Layup Chase. So, out of all the works that I'll talk about in a second, I want to talk about this one and get on the court and do it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. So I'll start right away. All right, so you can hear me. Hopefully, you can hear me. Right. For Swoop Layup Chase, it's a warm-up drill that we do for our games where we basically want to be as efficient as possible when going to the basket. All right, we want to take as few steps as possible. We want to take as few dribbles as possible. We want to put the ball up as soon as possible. We want to shoot it like this with the defense all in our face and still be able to make that shot. When you're coming over on defense, it's also a defensive drill where you're figuring out how to get from help side to coming all the way over to stop the defense without fouling. All right, and in this drill, we actually stop the defense from coming too far over because it's way too easy. All right, this drill is so easy for the defense can get there whenever they want. But we want to teach you that lesson so that when you are doing help side defense during games, that you'll actually realize how easy it is. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. So for this drill, we want to start off from free throw line extended, right here. We're going to go slowly up like this, side to side dribble, step slide, all the way until we get to the main line, which is right here. All right, but somewhere in the middle of there, I have to decide if I want to go to the basket or not, or when I want to go to the basket. But somewhere inside there, I have to go. And at the same time, we have our defense. Normally, our defense is right here. If our defense is right here for this drill, as soon as they start driving, you're going to get over here way too fast. You should be doing that for games anyway, but you don't. All right? So we're going to put you over for defense. Over here. Way over here. And on the baseline. All right, so you guys are going to be right here, maybe even further, doing foot fire like this. All right, so not only will we put you far away, we're also making you do exercise tasks so that you get there a little bit slower. You're still going to get there in time, but you need to get further and further toward the corner. All right. So as that person does that, you're right here, and you're going side to side. With our side to side dribble, we're going to be facing the basket and dribbling the ball like this. All right, so that you have the ball in your hand the entire time, so you can pull it to shoot, so you can move the crossover dribble, so you can pass it, so you can do many, many things. If you just dribble like this, it's a very uncontrolled dribble, and you won't be able to pass the ball whenever you want to. All right, so with that swipe setting, you won't be able to change the position very, very fast. All right, so as soon as we cross the 3-point line, that person's going to start really toward the middle. We have to beat him by driving right toward him in the beginning, right in, making our last dribble right there with the opposite step. And then we smash it like this. And the ball's already up, and then we're out like this. And as long as that person was still moving at all, it's going to be a foul on them if they touch you. Defensively, while we teach is you come over here and they try to hit you, avoid them. Because if they can hit you, that's going to be a foul. All right, it's going to be a foul no matter what. I mean, unless you're completely still like this and they hit you dead in the center, that's a charge. But anything else, even if they hit you right here, it's a block. If you're moving an inch over, it's a block. So if this person's coming over to try to get you and you still haven't, or sorry, when you've taken that last dribble, just explode toward the basket and they are forced to move out of your way. If they can jump up to block that shot and go over you and avoid you, then they're a special sort of defender. All right, don't worry about that. All right, but you want to hit them, score on them, so that they are forced to move out of the way. Right? And again, how we do it is we dribble in until we get to the opposite step. So we're here. We drive one, and then two, smash, and then score like this, underhand, so that we're just flipping the ball up like that. All right, from here to there. All right, and to be in flow, you got to make sure that your foot matches, so that you are dribbling the ball on that first step, on that last step actually, and then smashing the ball on the next step, and then you get a full step to shoot the ball from right here, so you have as much momentum as possible to shoot this shot. Now, you don't want to swing it, you don't want to lower it, you just want to take care of business and then go after the basket. All right, and then the biggest takeaway should be, if you can't do this offensively very, very well, there's people that can. But defensively, you should realize it's so easy. The hardest part about the defense is during the game is to react. And as soon as he starts to cross the three-point line, just like in this drill, come over to help. All right? Your man should be taken by someone else. So don't pay so much attention to your man when you're on the help side. You should put about 80% of your effort, your mental effort, into stopping the ball. Once they pass your man, then you can switch that effort. If they're going through screens, then you can kind of adjust that effort slightly. But most of your attention is to the ball. The ball is what matters the most. Got it, guys? All right. You can hear and see me. Thank you. All right. I always wonder, am I wasting my time out there? Because, again, if I'm out there and no one's listening to me, I can't read the comments. It's kind of like a weird thing. So I shouldn't be able to get the comments maybe on my watch. I don't know. No idea. But yeah, let me see. Now, good. Hi, Finn. In the NBA, would the defense try to block the ball? No. In the NBA, they try to avoid James Harden. If you can come in and you get that last dribble off before they stop moving, any smart NBA defender is going to move out of your way. A few exceptions might be LeBron James, who can jump that high. Kawhi Leonard, he came over to block that one shot. It's incredibly hard to block a shot. Reverse that. It's pretty hard to block a shot. It's incredibly easy to hit somebody on offense and get a foul on them. All right, that's really, really easy. All right, that was your only job. As you drive in, you just had to hit that guy. Yeah, I mean, if they go in for a block, especially if they leave their feet, just smash them. I mean, it's a foul on them, no matter what, all right? Because they are moving. You hit them as hard as you can, and then you go like this, and then it's their fault. All right? It's a very bad rule in basketball, but they haven't changed it. All right, lag, good now. All right, we are good. Here we go. Let's go with our stuff though. So again, that was a very important one. I like that one a lot. Getting fouls is just an out mentality. Wrong word? I don't know. All right. For elementary school, we have spin move series. Oh, bye. We have spin move series, 2-on-2-on-2 triangle. We talked about that before. Force post middle. That's where you want to make sure that the post player is being forced to the middle while the outside players are being forced to the baseline. Depending on your strategy for your team, those are the most popular ones. Just make sure that you're doing whatever your coach says. But for those, I think that it's best to force the post toward the middle because you have help side there. And it's pretty hard to kick out everywhere, but it's really easy if you go baseline. If you give them the baseline, that's an easy power up and you have no help baseline. For the outside players, again, force them baseline because if someone gets to the middle, they are a dominant human being, a dominant player. Poly and pyramid. Poly is where you could do the Iverson cut across the free throw line, and pyramid is where we screen across down screen. Again, if you have any question on this stuff, I can go out there to show you. Just let me know in the comment section. And we put those two drills together so that the point guard up top calls one, and then you run that particular play. And everyone should understand what the play is from every position, and then you rotate through positions, and we just get up shots with this drill. But we're making sure that everyone understands the plays. And even if you don't run our plays, doing these plays for this drill, it's a great thing because it's extremely popular plays where it's like the Iverson cut. We have scale, which is like flare cuts. For what is the other one? For a pyramid, it's what is it called? It is called America's Play. These are the most popular plays in the history of basketball. So we just named them all certain things, but getting your players to run through them is a great thing. Next one is 0 to 3 seconds up by 3. I'm not sure I understood this one fully. Which one? The poly and pyramid one? 0 to 3 seconds up by 3. I would say if you're up by 3 with 0 to 3 seconds, you just want to make sure that you get the ball and to get fouled. All right. So don't try to, you can't throw the ball away. You have to make good, solid screens. You're up by 3, get the ball in. We would run through this just to make sure that we win the games so that when you guys are presented with this play, you don't screw up our sideline out of bounds play. Our sideline out of bounds play happens to be a box series where we screen across on the top and we get screened, go into the corner on the bottom, and then we flash. If we can't get the ball in, that's a really bad thing because if we get a turnover, a 5-second call, now they have a chance to win the game. If we get a turnover, now they get to steal the ball and have a really good chance to win the game. All right, so we're up by 3. We just need to hang on to the ball. There's no shot. There's no nothing. Then knock down your free throws. 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. There's more than 10 seconds. You're down by 3 shooting free throws. If you miss both of them, you need to foul them on purpose, obviously. If you make both and the game is within certain range, there's more than 10 seconds. And they're, and I would say, it's a tough call. So if they're not moving and they're like this, and there's 11 seconds or so, 12 seconds, you need to foul them. Because if they take a 10-second violation, yeah, it's your ball. But what if they don't take a 10-second violation and they take 9 seconds? 9 seconds, and they just throw the ball really, really high. All right, that's a smart play. So, but if it's around 15 seconds or 16 seconds, don't foul them. All right, make them break the press. All right, especially if you're down 1. Because then their 2 free throws only get you down by 3. Now, if you're down 2 or down 3, maybe then you foul them on purpose right away so they have as much time as possible so you can get 2 more plays going. But if it's going to be a 1-possession game, no matter what, after two free throws, which is where you're down by 1, do not foul them with 15 seconds to go, 14 seconds to go. Okay, 14 seconds or more. I would say it's around there. All right. Magic did that. Yeah, he did that against Portland. He threw it down the court backwards, but then everyone stormed the court, and then afterwards they were like, "Hey, oh, get off the court! The game's not over yet," because there was like 0.1 seconds left, so they had to like get people off the court and stuff. Magic did do that. Nice job, Finn. All right, I should have added that to one of the famous plays, but no, it's not that famous. Anyways, middle school drills. We have one-on-one cutthroat. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of everyone's favorite things to do. It's just one-on-one up top. If you score, you stay on. I saw Kevin Durant do this against NBA players. I told you guys about this, and he rattled off like 17 straight points against NBA dudes like so easily. He's by far the best player in the world. It's crazy. Best offensive player in the world. How about that? End of play scenario, you just want to make sure that we say 180 to tangent, but you have to have some kind of play where there's some kind of screen happening, unless you have a point guard who could break everyone down, so that you're getting something developing toward the last second plays at the end of quarters, end of half, end of games, or even the end of the shot clock if you guys are playing high school. Double the post on the dribble. You don't want to double too fast, but you do want to double. All right, a post player of any size can just back someone down and shoot a hook shot. That's way too easy. Unless you have a big, huge, dominant center, come help on the dribble, especially because big men can't dribble the ball and then pass it. Not most. All right, so on the dribbles, when you come help, point your hand at their chest, swipe it down, and take the ball. And then make sure that if you're guarding them, that you just keep your hands up. All right, do not reach, do not go for the steal, do not go for the block. You are just the last line of defense. Swipe with the outside hand. Nice job. Yes, definitely. Don't swipe with the inside hand because any fool can get a foul on that just by moving their arm over. Swipe with the outside hand, the hand that is not near him. If he's on this side, swipe with this hand. If he's on this side, swipe with that hand. What else do we have? Outlet pass, back to sideline. All right, this is a point guard rule where if we get the rebound, we want to sprint out to the sideline and put our butt to the sideline and go like this. And then we take defensive slides down the sideline as they want to make a longer pass. If they can't pass that long, you can run back to them. But you make sure that your back is to the sideline so that you can see ahead of you and behind you at the same time. And you can see all the offensive players and all the defensive players. You don't want to turn directly toward the outlet pass because then you can't see behind you. And they can actually take the ball from you. I've seen this happen in the NBA so many times, actually. And it's mostly because in the NBA, they don't press. All right, not usually. So at the end of games, when they decide to press, they'll catch LeBron James, surprise them, and he'll catch the ball, and then the guys right behind him, and then LeBron will turn around. And luckily for him, he's LeBron James because normally he travels, and they don't call it. All right, he'll catch it and get surprised and take 2 steps and then dribble. And I'm like, that's a travel, but it's my team, the Lakers, so I don't say anything because the rest might be listening. All right, but yeah, it's crazy. So make sure that you're always prepared to look up and down the court. He's not doing it, but the Joker is very good at looking down the court while he's getting rebounds. We talked about his passes off the catch. I mean, that's amazing. As a point guard, you want to be able to do something like that. I know he's like a 7-foot center, but be able to see the ball, but also see down the court to see if people are open at the same time, but also see the defenders and know what everything's happening. And speaking of the Joker, there's a big game tonight, all right, with the Nuggets versus the Clippers. Obviously, the Clippers are going to win. Let's just get that out the way. But they're only going to win because they have Kawhi. All right. I think, this could rattle anybody. When people come back from 3-1, like LeBron James did a few years ago to the Warriors, like the Nuggets just did to the Utah Jazz, it's going to take a lot of mental toll on you. All right. And if you can overcome that, man, you're a special human being. And I don't think that Paul George is that guy. I'm not sure if Lou Williams is that guy, Montrezl Harrell. All these guys aren't that guy. And there was a great clip, it's hilarious, with Phil Jackson. When he's with the Lakers, he was talking about the Clippers. No, talking about the Celtics, sorry. When they had Doc Rivers as a coach for the Celtics, they were coming back in the championship game. And Phil Jackson says during a timeout, I guess the Lakers were down by a lot, and they were coming back, and he goes, "Hey, this is what this team does. No team has lost more games in the fourth quarter than the Boston Celtics have, and the entire NBA. This is what they do." He goes, "They're just showing us that right now, so take advantage of that right now." And he's just calling out their team during the game, and then they came back and beat them. All right, so maybe this is just what Doc Rivers teams do. They can't close out stuff, but they have Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard is so strong mentally. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to have a great game. The only doubt I have is if he's going to be too nice and pass the ball. If he thinks other people are like him, he's going to be in trouble. He needs to score 40 or 50 points tonight, because the other guys probably won't bring it unless they get a big start in the beginning and they start to have faith in themselves. But if you see the Nuggets coming back or have an early lead, man, those guys might fall to pieces in the 7th game. We'll see. The Celtics are up 9, you said. I refuse to go against Jimmy Butler ever again. It seems like the Celtics should win easily, but I don't know. Jimmy Butler's been amazing, so I have no comment on that series at all. Jimmy Butler's the man. That's all I have to say. Anyways, I hope you guys are watching the games. Again, they should be inspiring you guys to become more and become greater. So watch those games, have some fun watching them, and then go outside and work so you can one day become like those guys. All right. Let's continue with this stuff. Middle school drill. The 5th one is miss free throws on purpose. Again, we want to miss the free throw. Let's see if I can miss some free throws real quick. I'm really good at making free throws. Let's see if I can miss some free throws. Let's talk about the last one very, very fast. 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. Okay, so there's more than 10 seconds down by 3 with free throws. Oh, and it's full court with a live ball. Okay, so you can move. If it's a live ball or dead ball means it's out of bounds and you can't move. Live ball means they made a basket and you can move. All right. So whenever it's a live ball, it's a different strategy. So for us, if we're down by 3 and we need to go full court to go score, if it's a dead ball, we need to get the ball in bounds. If it's a live ball and they're allowed to run the baseline, we can actually swing the guard through and sprint as that person runs along the baseline and throws them a pass. All right. So there's a big difference between live ball and dead ball. All right, now let's get to the miss the free throws on purpose. I'm going to try to miss some free throws on purpose for you guys. And there's two different ways of doing it. There's one hitting the front of the rim, which is very, very hard. And there's 2 where you go off the backboard and then hit the rim and then have it bounce up, which I think is better. So I'm going to show you guys that real quick. And this is if you guys have a lead, like maybe a 3-point lead, and there's like 1 second left, you might want to miss a free throw on purpose. Oh, no, then you just make it. Maybe like a 2-point lead. There you go. If you have a 2-point lead, All right. Then if you make the free throw, then you're only up by 3. Then they call timeout or throw the ball long, tie you. Instead of doing that, you can just miss the free throw on purpose. Now they have the ball full court and they have to throw a long one if they have no more timeouts. But the more likely situation is that you need a score. Your team is down by 2 or 3 or 2 or 3. And you need to miss this free throw so that you have a chance to win it. Either there's 1 second you have to tip it in, or a few seconds you have to catch the ball and then pass it back out and shoot a 3 or whatever. So I'm going to show you how to miss a free throw on purpose, hopefully. We'll see. All right, let's see what I have here. All right, so from the free throw line, if you just miss a shot, like a regular shot, the ball can go anywhere. And it can even go inside the basket. All right? You don't want that. All right? You don't want to accidentally make something when you're trying to miss it. So the best ways to do it is to shoot a flat shot. All right? A flat shot is like the second hardest way. But you're right here. I'm sorry, the first hardest way. All right? You're here, and what I do is I go in between my counts if I were to do this. Normally, I'm a 4 dribble free throw shooter. If I shot 2 free throws and I made the first one, I'll go like this, spin it, 1, 2, 3, 4, then shoot my shot. So everyone knows my rhythm. Everyone knows my cadence. But for the next one, I'm going to shoot on the 3rd dribble, maybe even the 2nd, try to surprise them, and throw the ball from low, hit the front of the rim, and then try to go in. Once I hit the rim, only when I hit the rim can I cross this line. So I got to watch out for that too. I don't want to throw it and then cross. I have to make sure that I also hit the rim, because if I only hit the backboard, it's not good. All right, it's a violation. All right, so I'm going to be here. We go spin just like I normally do. 1, 2, and then throw it, and then try to go for it. Again, it went off. I mean, that wasn't straight back toward me, but we have a chance to get that. It's a tough one. All right, the way that I recommend doing it is by throwing it off the backboard, off to the right, or off to the left. I'm right-handed, so I would throw it off to the right. Hit the backboard and try to bank it in. Basically trying to make it, who cares? I'm throwing it off to hit the side of the center square. All right, so I'm here. Again, I do my whole routine. I'm going to throw it high enough so that everyone has a chance to go in. Again, I can't go in until it hits the rim. Everyone else can. So the higher I throw it, the more that they get jumbled up. And the more jumbled up, the more chance that we have. All right, so I'm right here. Here we go. And there you go. All right, so it went high, and it took a crazy bounce. That's about all that you want. And then once you get the rebound, you throw up a good shot, try to get fouled, try to make it if you're down by 1 or 2. If you were down by 3, realize this. The person on the free throw line right here, there's a defender. There are 4 guys on defense in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then there's 2 of my teammates in here. 1, 2. That means that outside here, there's 1 of their teammates, and there's 2 of mine. So when we're all going crazy in here, if we're down by 3, those 2 guys are only being guarded by 1 guy. All right, so they can split up and go to different ways. And he has to pick one. If we happen to get the rebound, he has to pick one to guard. And I can pass it to the one that they aren't. So, but if they stay together, then he can guard both of them. So we just have to realize that is a big, huge mismatch on the outside, especially if we're down by 3. All right, if we were a good rebounding team and we were up by 3, if we were up by 3 and they were trying to miss the free throw on purpose, I don't know. I might have this guy get the shooter, but I might have I don't know. It's really tough to balance that. Do you want to box out these guys, or do you want to watch those 3-point shooters? I would try to get the rebound, but I would definitely make sure that we spotted these 2 guys. And I would make sure that we knew all about them and say, if they happen to get the rebound, you need to sprint out there. It is a tough play. So on defense, make sure that you get that rebound, because you are screwed if you don't. On offense, don't stand together out here. Split up so that they can't guard you. Either they're not guarding the inside players, or they're not guarding you. If they're not guarding the inside players, they're giving us that rebound too easily. So they're probably going to be guarding them. You're going to be wide open if you sprint out to the corners or toward the wings. All right, that's what I have. All right, see you later, Finn. All right, and then to finish up here, we have Let me see. Oh yeah, the high school. So today we had Dylan Deviney. I told you that I would give you guys updates. He did all his homework today except for watch the movie. All right. See you later, Finn. So he didn't watch the movie, but he did all that other stuff. He if you see in his videos, he posted his challenge. He posted the 6 different videos. So he did it. Today he filmed them again. We're gonna see if he posts them again. So that's a great job. If you guys want to be like him, again, keep up. I would love to add you to the mix. Okay. This doesn't have to all be about Dylan. It could be about you if you want to. Anyone can join this. Again, I won't just talk about Dylan. If it's you too, just start posting stuff on there, and I'll talk about you and Dylan. But right now, it's only Dylan. So let's talk about him. And he still had to do his 1 minute of planks, all right, which isn't that bad at all. All right, but he has to watch that movie, so he's still looking for a perfect day. All right, still trying for that perfect day. The motivational story of the day. Oh, I'm sorry. He also hit 25 elbow jumpers in a row. I put that on the website as well. I hit 25 in a row trying to compete with our skill shot challenges. All right, just for the heck of it, he did it. And then for our motivational story of the day, we have opportunities are like sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them. All right, obviously a sunrise. If you don't wake up in time, you're not going to see it. All right, well, opportunities in life, they come along. They come and they go. You get chances. You get big chances in life, like a chance to be on this team, or a chance to like make that team, or a chance to shoot 500 shots a day. All right? And if you keep waiting to start, you're gonna miss it. All right. And once you miss it, there's no pulling that sun back down. All right, it's done. All right. So make sure that you take advantage of your challenges. Okay. All right. Take advantage of your opportunities. Sorry. All right. And for your biggest opportunity, guys, it's this book. All right, not this one if you're not a ninth grader, but we have all grades. All right, Limitless Hoops. Make sure that you either buy the book or watch these videos, and we will tell you updates about them every single day. There's movies to watch in there, things like that, the clinic tips, things like that. But the biggest part is the daily challenges, all right, the daily drills that we do during our practices, but you can do it on your own as well. You have challenges each day, all right, that span throughout weeks or months or sometimes just a day. All right, and it's all in order. Everything that you possibly need in basketball is in this book. All right, and I'm trying to help you guys out as best I can. And we're going to see what Dylan Deviney could do because he is determined to follow this path. All right, and I'm helping him. I'm right by his side. All right, helping him up the mountain, and we're going to see what can happen. And maybe 4 years from now, he did this every single day, and he's just the worst basketball player on earth. And then I'll be like, my bad. All right, but chances are he's going to be pretty great because of this. All right, so you have your opportunity right now to follow him day by day. I'll be here with you guys as well, virtually, of course. All right, but we can do this day by day together. All right, so make sure you guys are trying to do this stuff. At the very, very least, trying to do it. And any day that he doesn't do it, he has to do planks for me. So we have a big I guess negative reinforcement right there. We want positive reinforcements too, but we're using a negative one for him. And so that either way, whether he does it or not, he gets better. So don't just pat yourself on the back or say, dang it, I didn't do it if you don't do it. I mean, like punish yourself. All right. Or I mean, I would say reward yourself, but most people are negative. All right. So go ahead and punish yourself slightly. Don't like punch yourself in the face, but like make yourself do something like 10 push-ups if you don't do each one, something. All right. So keep working out there, you guys. And we have our isolation workouts again today. I shot last time with the small kids. I love doing that just so I can like push them as well. And we're also focusing on our leadership qualities at these isolation workouts. I'll have a different kid be a leader each and every single drill, and I want them to speak up. I want them to like be like forthcoming. I want them to be like cheering for the people. I want them noticing players that are trying their hardest and then like inspiring them in different ways. So we do all that stuff at the isolation workouts for a reason, right? Because you guys need to become better leaders, all right? Not just better basketball players, all right? If you guys can become better leaders, then you can become a dominant player, and basically no one's ever going to cut you. All right, you will make every team that you will ever try to be on. If you're the loudest talker, the best leader on the team, they will keep you on the team, whether you can shoot, dribble, or whatever or not. All right, because those players are rare. The people that inspire everyone are very, very rare. So try to be that. All right, and again, organize your efforts. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Great job. If you want to join us online for the isolation workout, go to 50allstars.com, click on isolation workout at 5 o'clock, and I will see you guys then. All right, peace, guys.